time and you have to stand in line and like, get ushered onto the stage. We like to hang, GM.
GM. Good morning, guys.
Tia Jenny. Good morning. Your PFP has a Santa hat on it. So does TCT actually. What's going on?
It's Christmas time, y'all.
Oh, that thing. I don't know how to fit a hat on a shrimp.
You can ask Roy about it. He gave us a hat to our PFP. So
wow.
Oh, even Pollitos has a hat. Look at that.
I know. It's so cute. Oh my
That's
gosh,
actually
Roy.
adorable.
Well, if anybody wants to fit a hat on a Lido Nation shrimp.
Oh, I'll do that for you. I'll put a little hat on your shrimp. Oh, it looks like Santa's out of jail.
Is that the real Santa or the new one?
Oh, that's right. Maybe the new one.
Yeah, he's not out of jail yet.
Yeah,
Crypto King is in the
the old
house. He's been
profile.
gone for a while. Oh, what's that, Joker?
No, I was just saying that old profile was gone forever.
It actually got deleted, not just suspended.
You can get it suspended forever. I know that Nudes had that happen to him. He had to start all over. So what you said about harvesting a second account might not be a bad idea.
I know, right? It's like that's like a serious fear I have now.
Yeah, I've been in jail. I'm gonna die in jail, I think, because I'm old. Hey, I got a spicy question for you guys. Has the Drip Drops team ever been on Cardano over coffee?
Can I get everybody to tweet out the space and ask that question? Wait, is that a tweet to pin? Let's see. Is there one, Jenny?
What team?
Is there a tweet? The Drip Drops.
I mean, they've been here. I don't know if it's as a team, but they've all been here and spoken.
Not as a guest, though.
Yeah, not as. I don't think as a guest.
Just curious. How are you guys doing?
We can bring him on. I know that they just hired Anthony Cardano as their meme master.
So oh my gosh! So IG wouldn't hire him, so he settled for Drip Drops.
I don't know if he settled. He actually got a good job. If anything, it's Drip Drops win.
Yeah. You're probably right.
You guys right now sound so active, happy, and hey, what's up? And we're like, it's early in the morning. Just I don't know. It's really cool.
I've already had a full cup of coffee and a full glass of water. So that will do it.
I mean, it's a great vibe, I don't know.
And then what typically happens is I crash in the afternoon and take a 45 minutes nap. And then I get back to it.
Cool. You rinse and repeat. You do it again.
Yeah, but with different solution. Coffee and water in the morning, nap and water in the afternoon.
So I did send another email into Twitter to try to get out of jail because I heard Elon was supposed to save the day.
But yeah, I thought he pardoned like everybody or something. Well,
did you guys were in the space of SBF?
Oh my God! Let's not talk about SBF. Can we not do that? Can we please not do that?
Okay, I was not in that space. Why? What happened?
I was in the space, but Mario, he was slacking, man. He let one guy dominate all the conversation, and he was asking like the majority of his questions were useless, and then he wouldn't let anybody else ask questions. Kim.com started to, and they were a good line of questions, And then he removed Kim.com from the speaker position and didn't bring him back up to after SBF left. So I was actually severely disappointed. It seemed like, he might have been friendly with SBF or had some preconditions set before the interview happened.
Oh, okay. I mean, I asked because we were in another space when that happened, so I was in the blind with it. So okay.
Let's record it. You can go to his profile and listen to it if you want.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
I couldn't find that recording, but if it's boring, then there's no point, right? To center point, there's no point talking about it. If there was no spicy questions,
It was pretty lame. I mean, I listened to part of it and stopped and then came back and kept on listening, and it's pretty pathetic if you ask me.
News is rocking the Santa hat. Nice, super cool. Um, there should be more people here by now. What's going on? Is there a big space happening, or did we just not tweet out the space?
I'm I'm doing a post, I guess. Yeah, we haven't tweeted out the space.
Okay, thanks. GM Epoch, good to see you here.
Neat.
Let's see. Well, folks, you are listening to Cardano over coffee. I think I see one new person I haven't recognized. We're here Monday to Friday for 2 hours from 2:30 p.m. UTC. We typically have two guests. First guest today is Hyena Motorcycle Club, I believe, HHMC.
They get
And
no.
then,
Yeah, well, they were here like a couple weeks ago, right?
I was gonna say
yes,
you're quite
yes,
off.
yes. And then we'll also be chatting with our friend up on stage here, Pollitos on chain.
Pollitos.
Pollitos. Well, I don't know if we're friends yet, but I just met the bird. We'll see.
Hi. Um, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I just took a cold shower to wake up, but I'm just like, okay, cool. I think I need a coffee, you know.
You sound more chill than CookThyme right now, and I
I
didn't think
know,
that was
right?
possible.
You have a whole like hour to wake up almost. So, pollitos.
All right, cool, yeah.
Good morning, Dean. How are you this morning?
I'm doing great. I got myself an extra large 7-Eleven coffee here. Got a little snow on the ground. Just wanted to say hello. Hey, Politos, what do you drink?
What I drink, usually I drink beer, but my girlfriend likes wine, so I take wine sometimes. But and my friend likes to drink whiskey and sometimes tequila.
For breakfast?
Okay. I thought like in the like to hang
No, I'm
out.
not hating. I'm not hating. For some people, that's the life, you know. Just
No.
want
Yeah,
to
if you
make
can do
sure.
that, man, do it.
uh, there's
Do you put whiskey in your coffee, pollitos?
no. There's a place like Starbucks, but it's called Cafenio. It's
Coffee for millennials.
no, it's just pronounced in Mexico Cafenio, but it's coffee. It's the word coffee, and then and I just ordered a rocachino or a cappuccino.
That reminds me of a sketch from like some years ago. It was talking about like have you seen that? It's a funny sketch about a coffee, like technoctic kind of coffee. Like, have you seen it? It's just like we had cafe Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot about it. It was like all this like super hipster coffee place where it was like run by Mexican, like very like, you know, ancestral lady, and she had all this I don't know, it's just funny. I'm gonna find it and send it to you.
Okay, I don't think I have seen that sketch,
You're gonna
but
laugh. It's really funny. I'll send it to you.
all right. Is it in like Spanish words or just the image of I don't know.
I think it's in Spanish. Yeah, I think it's in Spanish. Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's totally in Spanish.
Yeah. When you if you find it, share it here in the on the in space, and as we can see it all.
Yeah, I'll post the YouTube link
All right.
on the
Thanks.
tweet and
Thanks.
post it on the top.
So hey, how are you guys doing? I need to.
Was that your attempt to wake up?
Yeah, but it didn't work out.
No, that was a good effort. Well, some news on the catalyst side of things. The Circle V4 governance voting has a date now. If everything goes according to plan, it's December 6th, I believe, and then it's gonna run for 2 epochs, I believe. Um, yeah. So hopefully there will be a page soon that has all that details. It's gonna be on the Drip Drops platform. So once they drop that link, we can start circulating it. Um,
Yeah, the link that they put out in the Catalyst Town Hall takes you to their standard voting platform, which is dripdrops.io/vote/. And
Wait, is that the
obviously,
live?
there's nothing.
Is that the live link or is that the test link that they put in the chat?
They said that's where you're going to be able to go once it goes live.
Oh, nice, cool. Well, if there's a tweet, we could pin it. Especially if there's any information on there right now about how it all works and the voting coin and the burning and all that. Um, I think you just need two ADA, right?
Yeah, they're doing a snapshot on the 6th at the end of the epoch, and then at the beginning of the rollover, they said you're going to be able to start voting. Something that I was not very clear on, which would be cool if you could get drip drops in here, was do you have to register a wallet, or is it just taking a snapshot of every wallet in the Cardano ecosystem? And so any wallet can participate, you know?
That
Do we
that
even
That's
have
would
those
something that I'm
ecos
not
yet?
clear on.
that would be silly if that would be a very much a big waste of computer resources if they did it that way. Um, but yes, we should get clarity on that.
Like
Um,
a waste of resource to snapshot everyone, you mean?
yes. Um, what are the intent to vote on that? But some people some people have money and they like to fling it. They like to make it rain.
Right, well, that's kind of a big deal because if you need to register that wallet, people need to know that information. And the 6th is right around the corner.
I mean, but to think about it, I mean, I'm just trying to figure this out. Like, do I have to move all my ADA to one place, or can I just vote with each wallet that I have? I mean, this whole moving ADA to one place to vote is really annoying, I have to say.
Yeah, I don't even know why. Why? Um. Right. Well, I should DM those people, see if we need to tweet something. Because if there is a snapshot, right, people need to know. If there is not, which is what I was thinking, that you would just like you will all just be able to just do it, right? Because you
That's what I
submit,
thought it was gonna be like. Yeah.
right? Because you submit it, because when you do the whole process, you get a native token that you have to go send somewhere. So I don't know what is the point of the snapshot then. But yeah,
Like you get a native governance token kind of thing. What is it? I'm kind
yeah,
of
the way the
lost there.
voting works is sort of being facilitated by this token that they came up with. That's gonna get burned as part of the whole process. That, and then that token and all, it gives you a way to sort of track your vote on the blockchain, and then the token also will carry your wallet information and
Like
stake.
you vote and get the token, or you need to get the token to vote.
You know what, Jenny? Let me get that link, and I will tweet it out.
Okay.
Um, and all the details will be there, and it will be great. How's that?
Sounds marvelous.
Oh man, I'm gonna journey into the house. So pull one over for the rug god, and let's hope when I transition from Wi-Fi, uh, from from cellular to Wi-Fi, that I don't rug.
I think we have pollitos rugging. You can back up.
Well, maybe
It
Pollitos will
it
be
it
the
start
the
yeah, it
future.
started glitching and I couldn't hear them get out, get in, get out, get in, and yeah. So right now I can hear you guys, so it's no problem. But I don't know what's happening.
By the way, I found that thing, pollitos, and I posted it and tagged you, so you can check it out.
You found what?
The video I was telling you about.
Ah, okay, yeah, yeah. Can you share it? Oh yeah, you just shared it.
I did, I
Yeah,
did. I put
okay.
it up there.
Let me see it. Oh, I'm putting in the other cell phone for it to not glitch because okay, let me wait a second to see it.
Some of us may need you to translate that.
I know. I don't know if you can really translate it. I'm sorry for those lost in translation, but it is a very funny sketch if you speak Spanish.
Just wait a second to see it.
Good morning to my Ada girl. I see you over there with right next to my nudes with your hats. Everybody's looking so festive. I love it. I'm gonna make you a blue shrimp, Santa blue shrimp, Lido. Epoch, you need a Santa hat too.
How do I get said Santa hat?
I'll put a Santa hat on your little Epoch logo.
Nice. That'd be great. I couldn't put two sticks together when it comes to making graphics. Unfortunately.
GM to you, by the way. How's your Friday going, Epoch?
Pretty good. GM as well. Yeah, I didn't want to cut into the convo earlier, but just pretty slow morning here. It's freezing in Colorado. So I don't know. I don't like it being so cold. I'm still wrestling with that. This week I was putting up Christmas lights, so it's been pretty low key this week.
Oh wait, that reminds me, we have a parade happening in front of my house tomorrow. We do a parade every year.
Are you gonna go out there with a lawn chair and?
I'm just thinking that, yeah, I'm actually, I was supposed to be in Miami and canceled last minute. I wasn't gonna be here for it, and I told a whole bunch of people they could come to my house, and I guess I'm gonna have to host people now because I'm gonna be here.
Oh man, like
Yeah.
I like parades, but I don't know if I'd want one going by my house. It seems kind of hectic.
Well, I live in Main Street, so it's like it goes here, it goes, like it starts close to my house and it ends on downtown. So it's pretty cool. I mean, you get
Should
to
be pretty
have the
short.
parades. It's nice. It's about an hour. I mean, the annoying thing is they block the street in the morning. but it's pretty cool. I mean, the parade is really nice. It ends up in a block party, and
You
it's
guys
pretty
are
neat.
having
They
a
do it every
parade
year.
in freaking December? Wow.
It's a Christmas parade,
Yeah,
Lida.
but it's cold in other
Probably like
places.
somewhere
You
warm.
don't parade when
You
it's
know the
like snow everywhere.
you know
Well,
the
It's no
birthday.
snow in here.
Sheesh.
where do
Okay.
you live, Jenny?
North Carolina.
Yeah, warm area, lucky.
Well, it's warm to you, I guess.
It's minus
Canadian
it's
chick.
minus 30 degrees Celsius here. I don't even know what that works out to in Fahrenheit, but it's freaking cold.
Yeah, it's not that cold here for
That
sure.
sucks. Are you serious, Kezi? Did you just say that you're in negative 30 Celsius right now?
Yes, and that's
Wait,
like common.
negative or just 30?
Minus 30
Wow.
degrees
How is
Celsius.
that
Like, touch your
possible?
door handle and
Where
it gives you
are you?
frostbite cold.
Sheesh.
Canada, dude.
I think you're gonna say space or something.
Do you have
What?
ears or nose, or did that just fall off?
What? What do you. What?
Oh man. This is the most random Cardano coffee banter ever. Just gotta put that out there.
No, this is what the majority of people on the planet talk about. It's usually
Have you,
weather,
have
and
you
then
guys
it's
never heard
usually
of cold?
or global warming. I mean, come on,
I
Lido.
really think global warming is causing the winters to get colder.
Yeah, it's definitely like one of the coldest winters we've had here. Like last year, one of the city buses got stuck in a snowbank and they had to get all the people on the bus to get out and try push it out.
And I'm sure were you helping or were you laughing on the sideline?
Oh, I saw it in the news. Thank God I wasn't on the bus. That sucks. I paid money for this. I'm not pushing out your bus. Look.
Yeah, it's not that cold here in North Carolina. It's pretty mild. So our parade should be fine.
Well, enjoy it, Jenny. We'll be living through you.
I'm more worried about having to host people. Oh my God.
Yeah, you could have been at Art Basel. You could be, Art Basiling.
Yeah, I should have totally done it. No,
You know,
but it's
Art
because I
Basel's
haven't
too
like
wild for me. It's like a touch, like the whole city shuts down.
Miami.
Like, yeah, like phones barely work. There's no reception. There's like, it's madness for a few
I mean,
days.
Miami is like cool. Like, I mean, I lived in that area for almost 20 years, right? So it's like I'm really I was excited to go down there and visit friends and spend a couple weeks. I was gonna go and spend a couple weeks and but Art Basel is pretty neat. I mean, you can get the experience in different ways because you have what's happening in the convention center, which is all super hectic. But then you have all these other exhibits and you have like some expensive stuff going on. But then you have all the other stuff that happens around it, which is really neat. And some of them are chill, some of them are, more wild. But Miami can be fun. It's just being there all the time. It's too much.
I remember my first Art Basel experience was with the banana story. The guy who like duct taped a banana to a wall, and then and it was like some crazy price tag on that art. And then somebody came up and took the banana off the wall and ate it. And then it was like this huge disaster of like, does this person owe them money? And it was like, well, I got a new banana and put it on
And
there.
that
It's
shit
like,
was like all over the news, right? So
you know
it's
yeah,
what though?
funny.
I think like there's no way stuff like that isn't like money laundering. Like it's gotta be, right? Like I can't imagine like how something like that wouldn't just be like a way to
that's
like
Miami.
move money around it.
It's Miami, man.
But
It's a
like
wild place.
Jenny, I was gonna say to you, and I don't know what bylaws are like in the area you're in, but in my city we have like a stampede every year, and like the people that live really close to it, they will rent out their lawn and stuff as parking and make like a killing whenever there's events like people need
That's
access to.
Miami every day. That's pretty much Miami.
Hey Jenny, I just finished watching the sketch, and yeah, it's funny. And kind of the translation is that there's two people that they have a meeting in 15 minutes, and they have to go for a quick coffee. and one of them is like, "Oh, hey, let's go to Starbucks," and the other is, "Nah, they ask too many questions, and I don't like it." So they go to a coffee down the block, and they enter. And there's like the cashier has Indian clothes from Mexican past tribes, and they're like, "Okay, it's fine." And I want a cappuccino, and just the cashier is like, "You mean pre-Hispanic?" Wait a moment. "You mean a pre-Hispanic?" And they're like, "What the fuck?"
Oh yeah, he said an American coffee. He's
Yeah,
like, you mean
American
a
coffee. And
pre-Hispanic? So it's all like,
then, yeah, and they're like, "What the fuck?" No, that's what we call it here because we like to honor our conquerors that put the bloodshed on all the war, and that kind of they were like, "What?" And they're like, "Okay, yeah, yeah, fine, yeah, yeah, just responding, yeah, done." And the other one was like, I want yeah, cappuccino." "And you mean and they said a word, but it was just from his head because it doesn't exist in Spanish, but it kind of sounded like an Indian sounding word. And they're like, "What's that?" "No, I mean the cappuccino." "No, you mean that invented word that is from a no." He said milk with coffee, and she meant Jaguar's milk. And they went on and on about it, and yeah, in the end, they were so stressed about it. "Just give me anything. We have a meeting, yeah, right now." And he was like moving his hands, so stressed.
Oh my
His
gosh, and
hands.
he's oh, I think he just rocked. Toyitos, let me ask you this, okay? You're not planning on
Okay.
being a comedian, are you?
No.
I was gonna say that's how I tell us that this is why I don't do jokes, right? I can only like improvise. Like I can't tell you a joke, I'll
I'm still
butcher
like
it, just like
waiting for the
Pollitos.
punchlines, the setup, like the inflections.
To be fair and to be honest, uh, like from the first 3 minutes, I didn't laugh until the end. You know, so I'm just recapitulating the whole video.
Oh, I
But
see.
yeah,
You ever like start something and you get so far into it and you're like, oh fuck, I'm like way in over my head, but you gotta commit to
yeah,
it.
That's me with jokes, man. That's how I don't tell jokes.
That's me with
I have
Lighter
a problem with
Nation.
like, yeah, I can't be funny if I'm like gonna repeat something that happened. It just won't happen.
yeah.
I love when people start laughing really hard at the joke before they're like halfway through it. Like that's the best.
No, the thing with me is that I inherit a thing about my dad that I used to hate, but now I'm him. Is that he just went on and on and on without saying much, and I just have to hear him talk. And right now, if they ask me a direct question in Spanish, I'll instead of answering that direct question, I'll tell the whole story about how before getting to that point, and then answer the question. So yeah, that's kind of who I am. So I don't know.
That's the Pollito way. And we have our first guest here. Want to reset the room, Lido?
Reset the room. We got everybody. That meme was so funny. I don't know what the story is. We'll come back to that. Welcome to Cardano over coffee. We're here Monday through Friday, for 2 hours from 2:30 p.m. UTC. Your hosts are Coffee Cup, Hero Pool, Epoch Pool, Lighter Nation, TCT, Jenny Brito, BlockJock, and always chilling CookThyme. We typically have two guests. If you are interested in coming on the show, hit the PFP and hit up the link tree. There's a link to the Calendly where you can book a spot. Our first guest today is Hyena Motorcycle Club. Did I say that right?
Motorcycle Club.
Almost,
Almost.
almost. Hi guys, how are you? Nice to see you again. Cardano over coffee or light donation behind it, Jenny. You did say Hero Pool is here because I don't see him. Is he on
Oh, he's
Isn't it
here.
today's
crazy?
show?
Last time
You
he
just
was
can't see him. He's
missing.
here. He's watching you. So you better behave.
Is he? So he's hiding some other cup then, just like you hiding behind Cardano cup of coffee.
I think he was actually napping. He was at a fire late last night, so I think he might be sleeping.
Yes, and you missed him last time too, which is a shame. You were just here, and he missed you, so he's missing you again.
Yes, that was one of the the individuals I just wanted to speak to, just because he gave it a try, the game, and I think he passed on a message through, if I'm not mistaken, you, Jenny, last time, or was it a light donation, that he enjoyed the game, but he needed
Yeah,
more
he was
time.
playing it, and he enjoyed it, and he was sad that he missed it last time. This time, I think it was just because of that fire. He posted about it, so he must just be sleeping still.
Wait, 1 second.
mean-
Is there a Binance hack? Okay,
What?
never mind.
What is this? A
It
breaking
might
news?
be. Carry on.
Yes. As I said, happy to be here. Nice to see all, familiar faces, almost like a family now. Just wanted to the ones, in the audience who haven't, heard us, speaking, or myself, previously. We are one of the live games at the moment on Cardano. It's a PFP, player versus player, multiplayer based game, being on Cardano since October 2021. Launched our alpha closed game back in April 2022 and beta in October, and then we released 2 updates in November to the beta public version. Hopefully that would be the last one, because we pretty much removed all the bugs and issues and any problems we have had previously with the game. So yeah, just wanted to give an update. At the moment we are doing sign up giveaways. Whoever signs up to the game using the links, it's on our Twitter, we're giving away 1,000 ADA, obviously not one person, but a number of individuals. But nevertheless, it's a proper giveaway. So, and then we will be launching a tournament again. The prizes will be involved. So we haven't put a number to it, but hopefully it will be in few thousand ADA again. So we will be doing esports type of tournaments in which a number of people will attend live game, and whoever scores the most and the second gets qualified for the prize. So as simple as that.
What's going on, Joker?
Is somebody?
What is that, Joker?
I was just about to say somebody's trying to take a lead.
My bad. I put my phone back in the case and I hit my button.
Sure. Well, you just got a window into Joker's life. Take from that what you will.
Sounded like nails on a chalkboard.
So, do you have like anything pinned up at the top for that giveaway, or
Yes, it's a good point. Let me just do that. I think I've done this couple of times, so I know more or less how to do it. The first time it was a bit of a challenge, but this time hopefully I will manage to do it quite quickly.
When you find the post, just look at the bottom right where it says share, and it should
I
show
think I
it.
did now. It should be on the top.
Yep, you did it.
Excellent. Yes, so these are the latest updates, and obviously, it's going to be quite a ride for Christmas. We will be doing.
You said right.
Yeah, a number of tournaments, not one, a few of them in December. So with some decent prizes. So whoever likes gaming and especially the shooter games, playing against real people, because most of the games, well, most of us know, especially on the blockchain, it's AI games. You play against AI. It's an adventure, but this one is player versus player, similar to Counter Strike, Apex Legends, and such. So if anyone has any questions, happy to answer. We've been over technical matters a number of times, but I know some of the audience, might not have had a chance to listen to that. But if any urgent questions, happy to respond and answer.
Any questions for the
hyenas?
what are hyenas? What's the family?
Family.
Mongooses. Not dogs.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Lady Lida says the mostly closely related to mongooses. Any question for these mongoose?
Are they also related to the Fisher?
The Fisher. Like Fisher Price, the kid's toy?
No, like the badger of Alaska or something.
Oh, nice.
Lido's not well versed in zoology.
I have zero versity in zoology. I know babies and I know wives. That's it. And mothers. That's about it. That's my zoology. But
what?
The Fisher, weasel-like animal, Lido.
If I buy your NFT, is there a soundboard that comes with it that allows me to have a hyena laugh?
Unfortunately not. No, not yet. But we are thinking of implementing that. But one good thing, we do have live chat on the latest update. So you can, if you team up with anyone, use even voice chat. We had a first type chat that you can type and chat. Now we have a voice chat, which you can use
really?
to your tactical advantage. Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Indeed.
That's a whole other layer added there. Makes it fun. I wish I was younger, man. I feel like I don't play enough.
wait, I thought the older you got, the more time you got.
Yeah, but then you don't play enough.
So what do you have to spend your time?
I don't know what it
naps?
is. No, I just get to life becomes serious. I have no idea how to put it. Like I have all these toys. I have Oculus, which I haven't even fired up in forever. Like I forget that I have things to have fun with. What the heck?
Were you gonna say something, TCP?
Yeah. I have something. Because recently I have been talking to a lot of the game and metaverse builders, and they are starting to inquire and try to get a really good idea about how groups of people are going to interact inside some of these games. So do you expect to see, or have you thought about enabling this natively in the game? Things like guilds or trustless services people can offer, stuff like that.
Well, yes. I mean, it's not a big task, to be honest. So we have tested live metaverse type of concept in which you can just speak to each other live, with the voice chat, just like in the game. You can interact, and obviously you control your own character. You do whatever you can do at the moment in metaverses: jump and duck and walk. But this might be something that we might do in terms of transactions within the game, which is not a big implementation if you look in the grander scheme of things. So we haven't got anything planned yet in terms of dates, but we did test it, and it's not difficult once you have the environment and the game in which already people are interacting live, because obviously when you play the game, you play against the people sitting in front of the computer now, so at the same time. So once you have that environment in which at the moment 500 can interact, but we can scale up to 10,000, so we can switch such a mode on, but it all depends on obviously on the demand. If there is such a demand and people want to use this type of interactive gaming, then it's a simple implementation. I don't see it to be a big challenge, to be honest. So because all the infrastructure is in place already.
What kind of patterns do you see in terms of usage throughout the year? Is winter maybe more of a gaming period? Is it more the summer? Is there seasonality to gaming?
Well, I mean, it's a good question because we haven't had enough time to measure the seasonality, because obviously the game itself, public version being launched in middle of October, so now end of November, and then we had 2 updates in which obviously we had to take the game offline, and a new update being uploaded onto the download page. So it's hard to say anything, to be honest, because we haven't had even a quarter live yet to say, it depends on seasonality. But if you think of just the common human nature, then I would say yes. I would expect winter to be more people playing, because there is not much to do, or it's too cold perhaps to do something outdoors. So we don't have that statistics yet, but we will definitely come back to it sometime next year, Q1.
So what does the end of the year look like for your team? What are they working on? What's the vibe at the company?
Well, yes. So we have now one of the map live. So we removed, as I said, bugs and issues. So it took us 3 more weeks of it staying live, and bug reports, and some of them we found ourselves, some of them being reported to us by the public. So, and then we have, which is again on our Twitter, and you can scroll up on the Twitter line, we have a new map, which is a neon city. So it's going to be quite different to the one we have now, and the big difference is we have now, hopefully we'll have helicopter as well, besides the bike you have, that you can steal and then use it to obviously get by and capture those opponent flags. So that should be fun. But you can look up some of the sneak peeks on the Twitter line now. So we uploaded few of those map videos already. Already I think we have 3 or 4 of them.
That sounds pretty cool. My and I might be like way out of left field here, because it's hard for me to sometimes wrap my head around these games and stuff. I don't play a lot, but if I'm like trying to visualize a scenario, you got 2 motorcycle gangs. One's got a garage where they collect and they have a lot of like parts or items that the other team needs. Are they able to, or in the future, do you expect like you want them to be able to collectively manage this quote unquote store, and then allow other people to like trustlessly like trade with them, buy items from them, etc.?
So there are 2 things to make a note of. One, obviously, it's not a metaverse, it's a game at the moment, but we have thought about some transactions in game. So there is no garage or garage in an American way, but it's a two gangs. You're absolutely right. They're fighting for dominance. It's a shooter game, so there are flag points to capture. So as soon as you spawn on the game, obviously you spawn on either Coyotes or Hyena team, and then obviously first thing to do would be to capture those flags. So the more flags you hold on and defend against the opponents, when the round ends, that team wins. So that's the concept. So but what you alluded to is more so around trade and transaction, which, as I said, I think to previous audience member question, that we are thinking about implementing similar thing, but we don't have a date or plan as to when. But in terms of game, it's like any other game, similar to Counter-Strike. So you've got two opposing teams, and whoever kills the most of the opponent gets the most score. And then you've got second element is capturing more territory or flags. The more of them you hold on to until the round end, that team wins as a team. But then again, there is individual member scores, whoever kills the most and captures the most, and then you've got team effort, which is the more you hold on to the territory, that team wins. And so if it makes sense, so you've got two things to bear in mind. Hopefully that answers your question.
Yeah, definitely. I was so right now the blockchain part is your character, sort of. And in the future, possibly you're thinking about like using the blockchain for more things, like actually like enabling like transactions and stuff like that.
Yes. So at the moment, the game itself free to play, but if you want to have the benefit of earning whilst playing, because obviously you don't have to do anything, you can just play for free. But if you want to get that benefit of upgrade in the game, because you receive your skins, weapons, and other items as you step up in the game in terms of your ranking, that would be given to you in the form of free NFTs, and then you can earn in-game currency as well. So for which you need one of our NFTs. But if you want to just play a game, it's free. It's available to anyone. All you need is one of the Cardano browser wallets to be able to register onto the game, and that's all you need.
Very neat. Where's Lido?
Hey, what's up?
I was waiting for Lido to go.
Oh,
Neat.
sweet.
Oh yeah, that's true. We had a little bet there going on how many times I was gonna say sweet.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh. I see how this goes. Any other question for the Fisher?
I know, like I really wish like I would have. I need to play this game. I mean, we played a
Yes,
little bit
Jenny,
that
you need to
day. I
play
just
this
opened it
game.
up, but it wasn't. Yes. I mean, it looks pretty cool. We have so much going on. I really wish I could keep track.
We have
Can
so
somebody add
much
an
going on. It's
alarm?
crazy. It's yeah. And it's not
It
even
is
2023
wild.
yet. Sheesh. Well, yes.
Yeah, sorry, go on. You wanted to say something?
I was just gonna ask if there's any of the upcoming Cardano tech that has impact on your project that you're looking forward to.
Yes, obviously the one would be the SDK that we have developed and are still developing in terms of implementing into Unreal Engine, because that's something that we use for the game, and that's something we can release once we remove all the bugs and issues as ready-made SDK to be able to easily implement games using Cardano, because obviously there is no such a solution exist, and which I think for other, if you look into chains, then there are similar solutions available, but because Cardano is being quite complex in terms of its coding, the Haskell and Plutus, not many trying to come up with similar solutions. That could be something useful for the whole, the Cardano community going forward in the future.
Sweet. Anything on the L1 that you're looking forward to in 2020, coming up in 2023 or 2028?
Sorry, that was a question
Yeah.
to me?
Yes, yes. Is there anything that's been announced at the summit or on the Cardano roadmap that will have a impact on your project that you're looking forward to?
Not that I know of. We obviously don't, well, that might be one of our disadvantages. Don't follow much, the announcement and, relevant, the Cardano community, not perhaps community, but more of a technology developments, just because it's too much involved into the finalizing the game, and then as I said, working on the second map, which is a lot more complex. So, but because we, or should I say myself, I always try to listen to Cardano over coffee, and people like yourself come up with some great ideas, and if not ideas, then the comments about other projects. So hopefully, if we keep an eye and listen to Cardano over coffee regularly, we should be pretty much up to date.
Well, there you go, TCT. We have a job to do. We have to keep the community abreast of upcoming Cardano development and what it means for small businesses. Well, I think that does it for me. If nobody else have any other question, we'll wrap up. Go to any call to action, any parting details people should leave the space with.
Well, all I would say is just give it a try. It's free. Obviously, there is nothing to pay. There is no transaction cost to incur. Obviously, it might just be the time to download the game, and then we tried to make it as medium spec for the computer as possible. So you don't need one of the latest machines. All you need is, I think, Intel 5 with even integrated GPU works. It might be a bit graphics-wise weak, but it still works, and the game flows, quite easily and fine. So give it a try, and we will be developing more things and announcing more tournaments, to keep the community involved and engaged during all these upcoming holidays.
It's the holiday season. The holiday season. Great.
Yeah, I would like to see a hyena with a little Santa hat.
Yes,
It would bring
yes.
a little
I feel like
cheer.
Hyena should be wearing Santa hat year long, right? Given snowy habitats and all that. But thanks for coming and giving us an update.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try to give it a go now during the winter. See how that puts the numbers and seasonal like
It's so
KPIs.
funny, Jenny. I've got like 9 days off of my fiat job this holiday, and then
Ooh, is that mixed with paternity leave too?
paternity leave. Yeah, I don't know. That's too much. That's asking for too much.
Get that? You don't get
I get
those?
those, but I don't know if I'm gonna take them.
You can't roll over your vacation and just take the paternity
No, I don't know if I'm
ones?
gonna take them. That's too much time. Not me not working.
Like they don't pay
No, they
you?
pay me.
That's
I
the
just don't
dumbest
know
thing
if
you
I
said
can
today,
not. I don't
Lyle.
know if I can like do it physically.
Well, you can take that extra time and get Go Ask Ada done.
Well, actually, that's the thing I was gonna say before the question came up.
More time to play
Right.
hyenas.
Well,
I
so this is
mean,
the thing. I'm like mapping out my winter break for what I'm gonna build, right? And like trying to prioritize and like figure it out and and plan out. But maybe I should put in some metaverse time and game time in there, you know? I wasn't thinking about that. Well, over the holidays, I'm just gonna do a lot of hacking and code writing and stuff. But games.
Well, that's why I came up here. I came up here to invite Jenny
Oh.
and whoever else has an Oculus so you can get together in the metaverse.
I
You
have
can
an
get together
Oculus?
virtually. You have an
Oh, that
Oculus?
would be
Oh my God.
fun.
It was so fun. So, the 2500 Club, we usually play golf, mini golf,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
they have these
yeah.
amazing, yeah, they have these amazing, like, places that you can go to. And it is super fun. Like, I legit pretend, I mean, like, they have everything. It looks
Wait,
so
wait,
cool,
wait,
but you're
wait.
like
Ada
so
girl, is
relaxed.
this the one where you can
Mhm.
fly like Mary Poppins?
Yes, yes. And you can look at the island like up
is
top.
that the same one we used to play with, like,
It's
Epoch
called
then?
Rover or Walk Around.
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
think
It's the
that's
one
the
with
one I
Epoch's and
have. They
yeah,
have
yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah,
Japanese
totally. Yep,
guarding
yep.
one.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so fun. It's so fun.
You
Like
can fly? I
Oh
didn't know
yeah, you
that.
can
and
fly,
it's
Jenny.
so funny. There's like these rails that, when you're going up because it's kind of like a maze. Sometimes they have rails and I legit try to put my hand
Right?
on the rails to lean on it. It's so real. It's so crazy. So maybe, we could find something to do because they have a lot of other stuff. Like they have cooking games and they have meditation. Like you can go in there and meditate together. It'd be cool. Let's do that.
I am game. I'll be sitting around trying to figure out how to do it my paternity leave. So
Yay. You could do so. I mean, it takes, I think, one round of golf takes about an hour, something like that. But it's hilarious. Like we we really get really competitive.
oh, for sure, of
It's
course
it's
you
awesome.
gotta.
It's
You
awesome.
gotta.
It's not that
It's
easy.
really not.
No, it's not. It is like real golf. Like the way they work the mechanics in
There
there,
is physics.
it
There is
really,
physics involved. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But
Like
there's
it
like, it's not
depends.
that. I mean, I love playing mini golf in real life, and I don't suck, but I kind of suck at this one.
It's getting used to it virtually. And I started getting better and better, and then CNFTCon happened, so I stopped playing with the gang. But it is really fun. I suggest that we do that on our little a winter vacation, at least one day, and then it'll be super fun. We should do it.
It's the holiday season. Okay, Epoch.
Do 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 do
Mid
do.
roll us.
Yep, this is your daily message to get your ADA off of exchanges. Those things can get hacked. They
Ooh,
can get
ooh. Tell them about the
compromised.
Binance hack this
Your
morning.
Did
there
it
was a
really happen?
Binance. Yeah, it was. There was a infinite mint attack this morning that was actually exploited by multiple parties because they updated the smart contract code itself to be malicious. So paving the way for other attackers to get a bunch of wrapped BNB tokens and exchange them for USDC. So I don't know what the numbers will come out to, but current numbers say that the attacker probably got away with like maybe 12 million. If you believe CZ like froze 3 million of the 50 million. So it's dangerous, dangerous out there to say the least. This is why we always talk about centralizing forces and where do we need centralization, where do we need things to be decentralized. And when it comes to holding your funds, you want to have your keys to your crypto. That way you can access it on the blockchain whenever you need, and it is not being custodied by someone else. So please, please, please be safe out there. Get your aid off exchanges. And then once you have it off of exchanges, you can delegate it to small pools that will help the network grow and be resilient. So Hero Pool, Epoch Pool, Lido Pool are 3 pools that you can delegate to today. They will make you blocks. And we really just hope that everyone stays safe out there because it sucks losing money, but it sucks even worse to lose money in a stupid spot.
Yep. The man said it well.
That's wild. And there's another hack that happened the other day too.
Um,
I'm trying to remember where it
well,
was.
so I was looking at that Binance thing. What was this article? They were saying that this hack brings the total number of exploit this year to 3 billion US dollar, and that's across 125 different hacks. Love it.
I do. Before we leave the virtual reality topic, if you have Beat Saber,
Yes.
I have that and on Oculus.
Oh, dude, that's so
So
fun.
Oh yeah,
You
you can
really
do
get
it.
a
You can
workout
do
out of
the
that.
challenge thing, man, where you're all on your own little platform,
I think you can.
dueling
Is
each
that the
other.
one where
Yeah.
you like have a thing and you like beat
It's like
stuff with the
DDR.
I
music?
feel like a freaking
And you
Jedi.
have
It
to
is
jump,
amazing.
right?
And
You
I
have to
get a
jump
workout.
and do the limbo.
Yeah, you have to jump and hunch over and stuff and move. Dude, that's the funnest game.
Is that the one that
Hyena
you
said that.
break stuff as they come
Yeah,
to?
you
Yeah,
slice
the
them.
Yeah.
blocks come
Yeah,
toward
it's
you.
really
You
cool.
slash them.
Man, you sweat on those games. It's like a hardcore workout.
Right.
Dude, it is a hard work. Yes. I'm by the end of it, I'm like dripping in sweat. I'm like, I'm a Jedi warrior, bitches.
All right. I think we have to
Okay.
put that to the test.
It sounds like Ada girl just called me out. So
Oh, 100.
You have to have fun. You have to balance the work with
Can
the
you
fun.
play that game too with other
yes,
people?
you
Or
can
is that
duel. Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
God. What are we doing, guys? We're so lame. We
What
have
is
these
wrong with
things and
us?
we don't what is wrong with
It's
us?
like
Okay,
work.
the next banter day, we will in parallel get the Oculuses going, and we can battle the co-hosts who are not doing anything productive. They can battle.
Oh my God, that would be awesome.
Oh man.
Can you stream that stuff? Is it possible to
You
stream
you
it?
I know that there is
yeah,
because we used to stream it in the
you
Discord.
totally
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, you can stream it.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with us. We need to be getting better at this.
Yeah,
We
we've
need to
been
be
DJing on
really
freaking
living this.
NFTs and Dana and and all the things, right? What's the other one? I forget now, but yes. Well, that brings us to 35 after. We're killing it today. Starting the guest on time, doing the mid-roll at the actual mid-roll, chilling Oculus. Um, anyways, thanks for hanging this morning, Pojitos. Patrick wants to delay us, so let's give him 30 seconds.
Let's see if he has a complaint. You have a complaint, Patrick?
Much too professional around here. Do not like it like that.
Oh man. Pojitos, the stage is yours. Let's see if you're awake. Let's see if you've like worked on those intonations and capturing the
Did you wake up,
audience.
Pollito?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Going good. I think he went up half an energy point. What do you think? He sounds a little bit more awake.
Yeah, I was about to go for a coffee, but it's my turn, so never mind. I'll just go ahead and do the
Okay,
call.
well, why don't you introduce the room to who you are, and then give us a short version of how did you come into Cardano and what did you do before Cardano?
Okay, so we are PollitosOnChain, and we are an NFT collection that it's new art with high quality, and we're making educational content. And we are right now we're making one guide per day, uh, either of how to use a tool, theory, how to sell an NFT, dApps, and all that kind of stuff that a new person, new user will struggle with. The question with what,
How did you come into
when do I
Cardano
make
and what
it?
did you do before Cardano?
When? Sorry, can you repeat again?
Okay, we'll do it one
Well,
at a time.
We are three.
can I just confirm something real quick, Lido? Because I'm not a Spanish speaker.
Pojito.
Polito. Is that like a
Pojito.
Pollitos.
baby chicken?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
What you say,
little,
Little
baby
chicken,
chickens?
like the way
little
the French
chicken. You
say.
know, like Jenny Sita. I use that a lot. It's a little Jenny. So every time you see puitos, itas, that means little.
Not to be confused with
We are
mon petit poulet. That means something different.
All right, chirp away.
we are a team of three people. Two of us are here in Cardano signed the mint of Space Boots in March 21. The other member is my brother. He entered in the world of Cardano in the mint of Clay Nations. Before this, one of the team is Fernando, is programmer. Me, I'm Jacob. I'm a guy with different ideas. I have some flats. I have other business. I make different things. And my brother is a student of engineer chemic. How is that? Engineering, chemical. I don't know how to say it. In English, I don't know how it's called,
Chemical
but it's
engineering.
yeah, chemical engineer.
That's how Patrick says it.
Yeah.
Nice. Great. Well, get into the project. Wait, did you say how you came into Cardano? How did you find Cardano?
Yeah. I found Cardano in December 2020, but only bought the other coin in crypto.com. In that moment, I don't have a native wallet. I don't know anything about Cardano. Only buy ADA. But
Woo!
March, in March 2021, when the mint of space would come on, I see it on Reddit and I try it and mint 7 space boot. And then after that, I all in Cardano.
Wait. Are you the guy who I put in a bid for a Spitz Buds for 3,800 ADA and you turn it down?
No.
Okay. Well, I have a bid out there. If anybody has some Spitz Buds they want to give me for
You're gonna
3,800
be
ADA.
using Gucci soon. You can use Gucci
Oh,
for
great,
that.
great. Get into your project, Pojito. So what, tell us, go ahead. The floor is yours. Present away.
All right. Yeah. So as I was talking before, uh, we are an educational content. The ideas team from us. Uh, First of all, we first were a art project. We were making a digital art business with the tools we managed to learn, and it was just started as a meme with Elon Musk charging $8 with for the blue check mark, high quality pictures, and we were starting to engage with the community, and we made two guides to how to stake and how to create a wallet for for the people, and we actually received very good feedback, and we decided to make one guide per day, and just it started to roll it over one day each by day, and that's when we decided that it can be a hit to make guides for the people. Also, we're in the process of making a Discord. It's not finished yet, and we don't have a date, but it's in the process because we 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 started to see that we have a pinned tweet that all the threads of the guides, but it's all in disorder. Like if you want to see how to use the specific dApp, you if there's 50 days of guides, you have to scroll down all over, and it's not friendly, you know. So if we have a Discord, we can sort it for uh, specific channels. Let's say wallets, marketplaces, dApps, and it will be more friendly to use the tutorials for the people. And if there's a new user, just send it. Oh, PollitosOnChain PollitosOnChain Discord server, and they can find whatever information they need to see. Also, with talking about the future, uh, right now we don't have a schedule of, let's say, this week we're gonna talk about this and the next one. Just each day by each day, we're like, okay, so which tool we haven't talked about it. So, for say 2 days ago, we said we're gonna talk today about this, tomorrow about this topic, and 2 days from now from this topic. And okay, we just made it, but right now we're like, okay, for the next 2 days. And 2 days ago they asked us in a space, and we answer about the partnerships and what if they request and to make a guide about the new project. We're totally up to it. That's one of the reasons we are making the Discord, for we to request, let's say, lending pond app for a referrals program, and also to make a guide about them, or get early access to new projects to make a guide on. But that's when we ask the project if they would like to, but with our official Discord channel, to don't have any impersonifications. And yeah, that's basically most of it. I don't know if you have any questions.
Yeah, people, if you've got
Okay,
questions
pollitos.
for the little chicks coming up, let's get into that. Go ahead, Jenny.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say I did see like you put out a tutorial. And it's really cool. So is this? I'm just trying. It's funny because I have been wondering. I was like, okay, I like this whole pollitos thing. It's kind of cool. It has personality.
Sorry, I cannot hear anything at all. It's
Why
glitching.
not, Pojito? We
I'm
have so many good questions. That's so good.
uh, Twitter glitch. Let me log out. Again.
Okay, sounds good. Maybe take some of that stuff Big Joe takes in the morning. I hear sometimes it clears up the Twitter for you.
Did you
I'm
just
ha-
summon in Big Joe?
Be careful when you say Big Joe. He might appear.
It's like when you say catalyst.
Hello, we are here again. Can you repeat the question, please?
Go ahead, Jenny.
Oh, no. Okay. No, I was just like, yeah, more, I guess maybe a question. I've seen you around recently, and I think it's really cool, kind of branding wise. I think it's has something to it. But are you thinking of appealing to the Latino community? Because I've seen that you've been doing a lot of tutorials and things, and it's really cool. But I was kind of excited, thinking, okay, this might bring the Latin crowd into like more fun meme ways to share how to join Cardano and how to do things, because we kind of need that. But I see everything is in English so far. Is that how you're gonna keep it?
No, no. Right now we started in English because we weren't in an educational NFT. We're just first in art. But right now we have an Spanish channel, but it only has one guide translated as for now. But we'll keep it up, and the other team member is going to make the translations, since he understands English but cannot speak it, just uh, mostly Spanish. And we are going to be, my friend and I are going to be dedicating the English channel. So yeah, we're definitely going to onboard also the Latino community.
You know that Lido Nation has articles that allow for anyone to record, and they have it in 3 different languages. And I think the pollitos could go in there and maybe record some of the Spanish ones and share them out, because I really do think that you have something, and you can also play around with the Spanglish, which works for the communities that are, get represented in all sides.
They're called
So
Mexicans.
yeah,
And yes,
Mexican.
we appreciate the Spanglish.
I appreciate it, So there's in Spain they have an airline that totally banked on that, and everything they do is Spanglish, all their advertisement, everything. So it's kind of cool because you get people traveling that everybody kind of connects and halfway understands what they're saying. So maybe you can think about adding that element to your pollitos.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm just buying the coffee. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. We'll definitely take it into consideration to add that. Right now we. My friend is calling. Yeah. Yeah.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah. Sure.
Who are you gonna pick?
Coffee, your friend, Cardano over coffee.
I can add the coffee to the space to see how it looks like. But I'm just deviating something. Sorry.
Pollitos, you sound like you're always unimpressed. You remind me of that girl from like the gymnastics, Michaela. Remember? She's like, it's like she just chill. It's
Yeah.
like, I don't care. I go in here. I don't care.
Sorry.
Ooh. Do keep the mic open. Do not mute. Do not mute. Do not mute. This is gold.
They're telling him he didn't pay. He's like, yes, I paid. It's like, no
I
pagaste.
know. He's like, what is ADA? We don't take ADA here. What are you talking about?
He said
We want
propina.
real
Fuck
money.
you.
Pollitos is dining and dashing for coffee.
He's like, excuse me, I'm an NFT project. Give me the coffee.
Rug pull.
This is fun. I mean, I like the gaming part of it. Actually, I spent the last 3 days trying to do a little gaming thing
Me estoy
to
uno
make
aquí.
learning fun. Maybe we'll see. We'll see if it ends up being fun.
Pollitos to learn and play.
Right. I feel like
Play to learn. Pollitos on
Sorry,
chain.
we're debating with the cashier in the coffee
what's in the
and
coffee?
Will you explain to him that you're on a very important interview right now? Does
I,
he aware?
I think he's still trying to like narrate the joke on the video
Elon
I
Musk is on the
posted.
line. He's listening right now.
Do you want us to speak to the cashier for you real quick?
I don't know. I mean, I was going to mute it, but you guys like don't mute. Like I want to hear, and
Yeah,
like
talk if he doesn't understand.
It's
I
like
can
Twitch plays Starbucks. I love it.
wait.
This place is like a Starbucks. Cafeño is like local frank. ¿Cómo se dice franquicia?
I don't know.
It's a
Franchise.
local corporation. They have a lot of coffees in the country, Cafeño, and all of them use local coffee. Like all the grains are produced here in Mexico. So here in Mexico, Cafeño have a lot more attention like of Starbucks.
Well, tell
¿Cómo
him.
se dice? ¿Cómo se dice de dónde eres?
Where are you from? ¿De dónde eres?
Oh, sorry. I got my Spanglish mixed up.
Yes. My mom,
All it
she
takes
was
to
a
put your foot
teacher.
down.
My mom was a teacher. Like she would teach English in Venezuela, and they were going through like this carnival, which is
¿El
where
café?
kids dress up.
Aquí está, gracias, ya no falta nada.
Oh, he's still getting the coffee. Damn.
You just finished. Yeah, we just finished. We have all the coffee.
And then this little kid was like, all the kids were supposed to get up on stage and say what they were dressed up as in English. And it's so funny because this kid was freaking out. And it's like, teacher, I need to know how you say Spider-Man in English. It's like you just reminded me of that.
Yeah.
Sometimes when we speak different languages, you don't realize you're speaking in the language.
We live so close to USA. We are in a frontier state, so here is so frequent. Go to the United, like Tucson, Phoenix, or Nogales. So we go a lot, but we have a friend that is blocked to speak in English. One time when we was in the JC Penney, the cashier was talking to him in Spanish, and he can't understand because he was blocked. He was thinking that the cashier was talking in English, but was talking in Spanish, and he was no entiendo, no entiendo. Así.
He was already
Nin-
blocked. Like, I don't understand it.
Yeah,
Nintendo.
yeah, así.
I'm
So,
offended
pollitos,
by
you got
that.
your fuel.
Yeah, is that
How does
so?
pollitos like the coffee?
One of your me, I don't drink coffee, but my friend needed a lot. He don't wake up until he get that coffee. I only drink like cappuccino, something more light. I don't drink americano. Intense coffee, I don't drink.
Yeah, when Americans say coffee, they ignorantly include all coffee bean related items.
Oh,
So it's
Including
I
sugar
don't know.
water.
I noticed. Yeah. It's funny. You even tell the 10-year-olds, it's like, hey, let's go get a coffee, and then you give them a hot chocolate. It's like it makes no fucking
oh,
sense. So yeah, sounds like you got a coffee, even if it's a cappuccino. If you for the Americans.
okay, okay. I don't know that.
Well, if you don't know, now you know. Notorious B.I.G.
That's it.
Is Notorious
Eh,
Wait
B.I.G.
a
eh,
minute.
still
Who
alive?
calls hot chocolate coffee?
People do.
it sounds-
Joker.
What was this chocolate coffee comment, Hooker? You want some
It sounded
chocolate?
like you just said like people refer to like anything as coffee. I'm
Yes.
like I'm just trying to figure out what part of the country people
Texas.
refer
Texas.
to hot chocolate
Oh,
as
and
coffee.
Florida. Texas and Florida.
Well, that's a separate. I would say Texas and Florida fair. It's also just lying to children is easier than explaining the difference. So I don't know. Have you ever talked to a 12-year-old that just had a venti iced frap or some shit? Sounds terrible.
I don't know. If you're Latino, you just give your kids actual coffee with leche.
Amen.
But
In the
Here's your
but
baby
that's
breakfast,
bottle.
kid.
In the baby bottle, huh?
but isn't that an Americano?
No. To me, an Americano is just
It's just coffee and
water,
milk.
dark water.
It's drip coffee and milk, right?
Water, I think.
Water. Yeah, we're back on the previous show. If you didn't know, coffee is 99% water, so you're staying hydrated.
Yeah, but it's funny because I'm very picky with coffee. I hate that fact about me, but I can't drink crap coffee, y'all. I'd rather just drink water. But I know that I like super strong coffee. So sometimes when I go to these places, like especially restaurants, oh my God, I cannot with restaurant coffee. It's so weak.
I
So
know,
yeah,
right?
it's literally like drinking just brown water. It's so gross. I don't understand. How can that pass as coffee, y'all?
Yeah, I'm
I know.
terrible. I can't drink coffee many places. Got to be like a real espresso shop.
Yeah, you gotta feel that zing like within a few minutes or something. Like I don't know.
Even like you can make a coffee that's like strong with a regular coffee maker. It's just how you make it. It's just I don't know how they do it. I'm with you. It has to feel like it's coffee.
Dang,
Like when I was a kid.
you guys are as serious about your coffee as I am
Hell
about my
yeah,
weed.
brother. Yes, brother. Yes, that's our weed, man. Like I'm saying, Like I used when I was a kid or like in my early 20s, I used to say, "What does that mean, full bodied? What the fuck is that? That's so dumb." But I completely understand the term now. I get it. I want full bodied coffee, bitches.
But the real deal, not the ones that they tell you, oh no, full body. And I'm like, what are you talking about? That's still not it. Not it.
Yeah, my mom calls it ralito. She goes, "I quiero el café bien ralito." I'm like, "Mom, you don't even know. That's not okay." But that's the way she likes it. She likes it, not
Like light.
strong. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like there's in Venezuela we have something called guayoyo, and that's what that means. The guayoyo. It's a coffee that's not, it's lighter, and it's meant to be to be had as it is. Not don't add any milk or anything like that.
Right, right. And
If
that's
you're
the
gonna
thing too.
mix it, then you definitely need stronger coffee.
I used to drink a lot of Starbucks and I realized how much sugar and how much other junk they put in it. So you're not really even tasting the coffee. And so I started drinking black coffee a long time ago. And I think that's where this realization of coffee came from because I started tasting all the different types of coffee and I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. It's wonderful. So I would prefer, if it's good coffee, it needs to be black. But if it's crap coffee, give me all the fucking cream, please, because I need to cut this coffee down.
Yeah, I was going to say the Ralito coffee, we call it agua de calcetín here in Guatemala, like a sock sweater.
Yeah.
Actually, but there is a technique to make coffee with the sock that makes your coffee really amazing. It's a sock looking like it looks like a sock, but it's not really a sock. But they call it a sock, and you can make strong coffee with it.
I seen that in a movie one time. I thought it was just make believe about the sock. There's a movie called A Million to Juan about this Mexican dude that was selling oranges, and then someone gives him a check for $1 million, and in there they're using the sock to filter the coffee. I just thought it was some ghetto shit. I didn't know that they really did it.
I know there's people. Was this an actual sock or something that looked like a sock?
No, it was an actual sock because they're drinking coffee in the morning, and he came to his homie and he complained. He was like, "Yo, we got to change the sock already because it wasn't filtering anymore."
Ew. I hope they started with a clean sock. It'd be like your coffee would be tasting patas. No thanks.
Oh, yeah, no, that means that brings a whole new meaning to sock coffee to me. Because you can look it up. You can actually look up sock coffee, and you're gonna find an actual product that is made for you to make your coffee. And a lot of Latinos use it, by the way. So they hacen la cola like suavecito, very like slow, and it just processes it very very slow. So to make a cup of coffee, it takes longer, but it's really good.
So I do
Oops.
have a question though, because now that you mention that, like who does
You
instant
live
coffee?
in a country of South America or where have you lived in a Latino country or
Am I rugging?
No, I think we're all just confused. I don't know what's happening. Ada girl was gonna say something, and then Pollitos
I think
said some
uh
other
Pollitos
shit.
might be the one
I'm
rugging
rigging,
again.
sorry. I don't know what is happening today. Like I'm just don't hear anything talking and then I can speak and then it someone's talking. I don't know, man.
Pollitos,
Sorry.
sometimes that happens to some connections. TCT tends to have this issue a lot. Sometimes when you go to listener and come back as a speaker, it gets fixed.
Yeah, yeah, we do that 2 times in this moment.
Already, yeah.
Yeah. You live there in USA or you live here in Latin America?
No, but other girl was talking.
Oh, I was just saying that I was curious as to how many people do instant coffee. Because my abuelita used to like instant coffee, but now I
That's
realized she
funny
was
you say that. You know, Jose. That like he
Hmm.
doesn't just drink it, but his dad used to, and his dad he passed when my husband was 21 or something like that, 20. So sometimes I get it for him because it brings back memories with his dad, and he likes to drink it, even though he's like, I know it makes no sense, but I enjoy it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's
it's
definitely
like
a flavor to it, but it is like she used to have Nescafe and she used to always have us go
that's
buy
what he
some. So,
has. Sometimes I
yeah.
buy it for him once in a while, just and he just kind of loves it when I do. But he
Yeah.
likes good coffee, but it's funny. He does
It's
enjoy
like a
that.
memory thing, right? It's like a reminiscing with the
My
coffee because
dad
it's
drink instant coffee every day, Nescafe. In fact,
Yeah, you see, it's a thing.
yeah. Do you like it?
I don't drink coffee, only like cappuccino or latteada. But in my house, everybody drink coffee.
Why don't you like coffee?
I don't know. It's ¿cómo se llama algo en inglés? It's
Red
Dime en
amargo.
Bull.
español,
Bitter.
dime en español porque
Sorry.
yo puedo entender
Bitter,
también.
bitter.
Es amargo para mí, pero no sé cómo se dice en
Ah,
inglés, amargo.
es que no tienes el café perfecto.
Me
He
hace
said it's
falta.
too bitter. I'm translating.
Yeah, yeah. It's just that you have to have the right coffee. There's some coffee that is so smooth you can drink black. So you need a good coffee.
Pollitos, ¿en cuál ciudad vives?
Somos de Sonora, pegado a Arizona.
¿Dónde? Mexicali.
Sonora.
Oh, están en San Luis, Río Colorado.
San Luis is in Sonora, but it's another city.
Mm.
San Luis is more closer to the frontier than our city.
I'm digging the Christmas spirit. Everybody's rocking. It's putting me in a good mood.
I know. I'm actually just
December vibes.
finished doing one for Epoch and one for Lido. I should probably put a little Santa hat on her coffee cup too.
Yeah, that'll be perfect.
I
I
think the
want to like put
spaces.
Christmas music
Oh,
on all the time.
I think the spaces are promoting the Santa hat because whenever I just went to space, it's like, hey, Santa hat, everybody, who can make it? Me, okay. And the ones that don't have like the put, and that's what happened with me and all the spaces I'm coming in, like, hey, Santa hat, Santa hat.
I think Santa hat's cooler than check marks now.
Yeah. It's also just a marketing ploy. I'm accepting NFTs as Christmas gifts this Christmas, guys. So just throwing that out there.
How about rug NFTs? Are you collecting those? Because I've got a lot.
You got some fancy foxes? I'm down.
I have one in my collection. I have a collection for rugs. There's a market for
Same.
that.
You got to catch them all, man. You're like, okay, I got to have all the rugs
But I
now.
actually get them after the fact. Like I go out there and when there's a new rug, I'm just like doop 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 doop. Doop. And
Bye,
I go.
Ada. Thank you.
I'm looking for a
I'll
Coco
take your
Loco.
rug.
I'm looking for a Coco Loco to donate to the Alexandra Project for nudes down there. So if anyone's got an extra one, just let me
Oh,
know.
I have one Coco Loco and one
I have
Astra
a Coco
Bun.
No No.
You have a Coco Nono? God, girl.
Yes, I did right click copy paste.
That's not a legit Coco Nono.
No, it's not. It's totally stolen, but it's a rug, so it's in my photo.
If I ever get interviewed by Dan for whatever reason, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, you don't got no extra ones around?"
Do you have one in the back you can give me?
Did you see that stupid Santa was banging people? Did you guys see he was like putting bangs on people? And he banged Dan and he got pissed and blocked him.
Wait, he got pissed because he got banged?
Yeah, he got mad
Oh
because he got
gosh.
banged and he blocked Super Sando. Super Sando was like, I actually enjoyed watching his stuff. I was like,
I actually
yeah.
enjoyed banging him. Oh, that's
Is
sad.
banging Sorry, I missed this. Is banging when
Yeah,
you
he just
put
puts bangs on
bangs
people's
on
like
their
pictures.
picture?
Why
Yes.
you want
So
to get banged, Deepak, or what?
A little bit. I'm still waiting for the Santa hat, but maybe I can
I
be
just
banged
made
after
it.
that.
I'm sorry.
How about he
Yes.
gets banged and gets a Santa hat? That would be amazing.
Yeah, maybe I
Yo,
need both.
he banged me and Dark Jedi at the same time.
Damn! Prolific AF.
That's
So
funny.
this is the CCV Dan who is upset. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah. Like Coco Loco.
You know,
I
some
couldn't
people.
believe it. I was like, that was like weird. Why would you get so upset over that?
I don't know. Anyone who doesn't understand humor, aren't they like more likely to be like a sociopath? I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Jeffrey Dahmer seemed like he didn't have a good sense of humor.
You gotta have a
Yeah,
good sense of
you
humor.
bring up a good point. Just
Well,
saying.
he had
Yeah.
that resting bitch face like the whole time. Like, dude, I could have told you something's wrong with the guy.
Oh my god! How did we get to this topic here? How did
I
we
don't know,
get
but I don't block
from
anybody.
coffee to Jeffrey Dahmer, y'all?
Well, it started going downhill when everybody started getting banged left and right. It was no one
Yeah.
knew the context.
Do you know what? We didn't even like say give Pollitos a proper like closing of your segment, Pollitos. You want to do a call to action before we continue the banging talk?
Okay, yeah, sorry. It's like we just kind of go from there with the coffee and the cashier having trouble with it, and we're but yeah,
Yeah, we went into a downward spiral there.
but yeah, we're an educational project. We make content each day. The NFT itself, it won't have an intrinsic direct value, but the value that the NFT will provide is as a whole in the Cardano community, because that will be funds for us to continue the project and making guides in English, and right now we're working on Spanish. And if the ecosystem grows, well, it gets more Cardano users, and it helps the whole community.
We
Sounds
want
good.
to be we want to be able to provide education not only to the new users, give education to the creators, to the developers. We're gonna make guides like how to use the basic of Demeter.run, or like the basic way to mint an active asset on chain, like with the Cardano CLI, things like that. We are want to be in all the educational content we can be.
But yeah, that's more for the future. For now, we're sticking for the more uh, not savvy people, but in the future, we definitely planning on making more for experienced users.
Uh,
See,
If somebody have a question,
Sorry, I rugged. I just came back. I missed everything.
I also rugged and also just came back. That's hysterical.
Yeah, I think it was like a
Lido,
Lido maybe connection thing.
Lido, are you fucking us over there? It feels like we got lag waves
We
ripping
all
He's been
through here.
super quiet. He's been
Rick.
super quiet, super sus.
Totally
Sus
Mm.
right.
Lido.
What
Lido.
you like?
and
Lido.
that was
So
pretty much
I
my life
heard
story.
everything,
In
and it was
questions.
really funny to hear you guys just not respond for 30 seconds. I
Sorry, Pollitos. We totally like just dropped from the face of the earth.
No, I mean, like we finished, and there was like that silence, and like are we rigging? I'm not sure. And then like I don't think so. Like there's no subtitles because we put subtitles. So then do you have any questions? And then
I mean,
also like
I, I like
You
Little Chicken. I heard you in a couple other spaces. I am looking forward to hearing more, and I enjoy your very dry interactions with the community.
yeah. Oh
dry.
yeah.
Okay.
You just better not be Cardano Robin faking the accent and shit and trying to run another one by us.
No, no, we are
Looks
not
like
Robin.
that was a bird. Oh my gosh, the conspiracy has started.
No, we are other birds.
Yeah, that whole kind of like after you did, that was awesome. I appreciate you coming up. And I'm gonna look at your project and see what kind of information you can get me. Um, that's not just the NFT community stuff. So, 'cause I think that's what you were saying.
Yeah, we are
Yeah.
making guides too for the hexes, sexes, things like that. Uh,
Well, thank you as well for coming on board. This is the best gatekeeping area in Cardano. So thank you for being transparent, and hope you had a good guest appearance. And hopefully you can come back once things are at the next level, at the next phase.
sure. Thanks a lot.
Nice cat, by the way.
Yeah, we like it, Pollito. And stop by and come visit. I mean, Cardano over coffee is here Monday to Friday. You can come banter, bring your little Pollito dry humor to
Hey
the
Umas
Jenny.
mota.
Monday banter.
Yeah, thanks. My friend does. My co-partner, the founder does, but I don't. Um, hey Jenny, I think I have talked to you in another space that it was with Stale and talking about NFT.io if they should change the smart contracts, but yeah.
Oh my God, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, it's one of the spaces I went in and we're talking about the Cuba or the dictatorship, how you went 1 week before. Uh, yeah, it's like I think I remember talking with Jenny, but I don't remember when, and then when it clicked. But when 1 week before, your mother sold the house and went to the United States, I think, or I got different Jenny.
Well, that happened, but it wasn't a week before.
Well, I mean, I didn't get remember the exact details, but that's kind of like, yeah, you got me.
Yeah, if we were talking about, like the conditions in Venezuela, that's probably part of the story I was telling.
All right, yeah. So you
Thanks for
can
coming, Pollitos, and we really enjoy having, we're all for education here, so um, you're definitely right here finding your fellow educators in our own way, in our own style as well. So it's cool that you stopped by.
Okay, thank you a lot, guys. Nice to be here.
Well, we have 15 minutes left in the show. Lido is clearly grinding on the fiat, so he's not with us. Moment of silence for Lido's departure.
Imagine he's having a baby. Well, not him, but you know what I mean. It will be him
Listening
having a
to
baby
Lido
too.
talk about how he has all this work to do and how he needs to like be more efficient, and then like the baby coming, like I don't have the heart to tell him that his whatever fucking plan he has is about to get massacred
Right?
in the face of
Right?
reality.
You're
But
so
Yeah,
right
he's
about
about to
that.
get wrecked baby style.
I'm just gonna let him learn that
I'm like,
himself.
oh, what about paternity leave? It's like, no, I need to work. I
Dude,
need to work. It's
Yeah,
like,
brother,
sure.
that's not how
I,
it works, man.
I I can't wait till the episode happens where he's like live and the baby just has like a massive dump that goes everywhere out of the diaper.
Oh yeah, the baby will be like on his chest because he's gonna obviously be doing both at the same time. And he's gonna be like, "It's fine, this is Lido Nation."
And it starts screaming. There's like a baby screaming in the back because it needs to be changed, and he's doing the Lido minute.
We'll
Yeah,
be
it's
like,
gonna
but
be fun.
did you do this, Lido? Is that a thing? Do you do that with babies? That's gonna be Lido.
I can't
No.
My
wait.
God, that was perfect.
Get ready, Lido. I turned 37 last year. I still give my parents shit.
It never
That,
ends.
that was so perfect, Jenny. Is this a thing? Do you do this with babies?
I mean, come on, we gotta know each other by now. It's like, that's so Lido. We're gonna hear that a lot. You're gonna see.
Is this a thing? Do babies spit up?
Did you change him, Lido? Change? What do you mean?
Is that a thing?
Change. Is
What
that
do
a
we
thing?
change?
Do you do that with babies? Since when?
Poor Lido. I mean, it's like a great change. It changes your life having a baby, but it does fuck up all your plans. Like if you have everything like perfectly planned, buckle up, Buttercup, because it ain't gonna happen that way.
I don't want to change my life.
You want to change your life? You want to have a baby?
No, I don't want to. I don't want
I had a friend of mine who I worked with like 6, 7 years ago. We both had kids, our first kid around the same time. And one day he had this like depressed, gazing out look on his face. And on his screen there was like waves crashing. And I was like, oh my God. I'm like, what? We're like a dashboard confessional song away from me losing it. So I bust in there and I'm like, all right, what's going on here? He's like, no, I'm just, looking, I'm longing at the waves because, I want to go surfing. And, we had a 2 and a 3 month old at the time. And he was just like, you know what? I can't wait to have my life back. I literally just like keeled over laughing. I'd never heard a parent say like, "I can't wait to have my life back," and then me explaining to him that that's going to happen in like 20, 25 years, and by then his life will be different. So he's already lost it. It was a little workplace
I
therapy
don't know
session there.
about that. I think you do get your life back when you can get your life back
You
to
can, but
some
like,
degree.
it's your choice.
Like
You have to
it
do
starts.
active work.
Yeah, by the time they become like 15, 16, you can take
That's 15 years, Jenny.
60% of your life back. And then once they yeah, then there's
Yeah,
that
once they have
other.
like a partner or they get married, then you have another one, like another person. Like it never ends, y'all. It's a blessing. But just remember, you are the parents.
You got that, Lido? You're in charge. Don't fuck it up.
You
But if you
notice
fuck
he's
it
like
up,
super
it's
quiet. He's not saying anything. I don't know if he's laughing or if he's crying behind the coffee cup.
It's both. When things are this serious, you cry and laugh at the same time.
yeah,
But you
yeah.
know what? If you take your kid with you everywhere, they become easy and you can do stuff.
Yeah, it's there. I mean, there's those things that are hard, but then there's so many things that outweigh all that bad stuff, right? When they smile, when they laugh,
Mm-hmm.
when they do their first step, and they look at you like they're just like you're like the best person in the entire world. Like that, it's all worth it. It's all worth it.
I
Yeah,
made
but
a
eventually that goes away and they look at you like, "Oh, you're just a human. Shut up."
Yeah, you're
That's
like
what
so
they're
dumb,
thinking with their
mom. Like
eyes. Yeah.
you're so dumb. You don't know anything. You're so old. Just get away from me. Like whatever. I mean, it's just it's a rite of passage.
all I know is I made a blueberry disappear at the table, and my girls laughed for about 7 minutes. All
That's
I
the
did was
best.
eat it. I literally ate a blueberry, but with enough hand gesticulation that they couldn't handle it.
I know, but you go from being this magical creature to just being like that. Stop being so ridiculous. We don't believe in that stuff anymore. And you're
When that
like,
happens,
I
Jenny, I'm coming to you, and I'm gonna have a nervous like breakdown because
know.
that's all I got are the dad jokes right now. So like, if they stop laughing at those,
I love to embarrass my kids. Like when we're out in the, when especially when they were younger, like when they were teenagers, they were always horrified. I'd say, "Hey, sweet puppy face. Hey, sweet angel," like in public, and they hate it.
Are you
Like
Oh
they
from the
would say,
South?
no.
"Mom,
Are
stop,
you in
stop
Texas,
it."
Ada girl?
Yeah, yeah, I am in Texas.
Yeah. See,
Wait,
see
wait,
how I
what are you
knew?
guys
Support group,
talking about?
Cardano parent support group.
Hold up. Just hang on there. Don't you guys have like parents? Like, don't your children have grandparents? Why are you painting, why are you trying to flood my happiness when this baby gets here?
Oh, because you believe that there's a village waiting for you, Lido.
You
Yes.
believe there's a
Is
There's
there
village,
no
not?
and it's
village.
not.
This is 2022,
We're going
and it's
to
an
Candy
island.
Mountain, Charlie.
The village is
Your
dead.
village will dissipate as soon as the baby starts crying.
Fuck the village. That's the
Okay,
biggest.
well,
That's the
uh,
biggest like miscalibration between generations is that like our parents had the village. Like when my when my aunt got raised, there was like 7 other people in the house at all times, so like they could go do stuff. Like now it's 2022. Family sizes are smaller. People have moved around the country. Like the expectations on both people in the relationship have gone up. Like this is playing for keeps, my brother.
well, Epoch, you say that, right? Do you know what one of my in my silent like prayer or whatever? It's like, oh my gosh, I hope the shitty native token that I have will moon, so I can hire an au pair, to come live with us.
I've been talking about an au pair to my wife for literally 6 years. I want you to know that I have
You
your
know
full support.
the guy I'm as a BT, the father of the kid that I work with, I feel like treats me as like some sort of au pair type creature. He's like, "Oh, you come in, wash hand, okay. I don't care what you do, as long as you give progress. Progress good."
Is this a Russian or a Chinese? Like, what are these
I
accents that
Is
you're
he
cycling
okay?
through?
What's going
It
on
sounds
here?
I'm
I'm
Russian to
fucking
me.
What
offended and I
accent
don't even
is
know what
that?
accent you're
Pyro's
doing,
lost it.
Pyro, and I'm offended.
What accent is this? Because we need to know.
I can't tell you too much details, but it is so
Yeah,
funny.
it's better if you don't reveal it at this point. Just keep
Yeah.
it all
Obviously, it's
everybody feel
Russian.
offended.
No, that's good.
I'm
That's good.
offended.
What you don't know is it's an accurate accent. But
Uh,
what you do know.
My sides hurt from laughing.
Wait, Epoch, why don't you have an au pair?
Because my wife's not comfortable with someone like basically living with us.
oh, she's gonna get over that really fast though, because I'm saying I had a nanny. I guess here in the States we call them nannies. I don't know. I don't know if there's a difference. But I had a nanny. I interviewed her. She interviewed really well. I thought, oh, she's gonna be amazing. Y'all, she was so dumb. Like I had to explain how to sweep and how to make a PB and J, and I'm like, girl, what is going on with you? Like, I don't have time for this. Like, so you have to get a smart one. Interview them for critical thinking skills because if they're gonna take care of your baby, they have to have critical thinking skills to call like 911. You know, feed the baby. Like, FYI, y'all.
In
So
Venezuela, it's like normal. You have people living in your house, and they even like the houses and apartments. They're all built knowing that somebody's gonna be there, so they all have
mhm.
a room by the kitchen,
Yep,
like a whole thing. And
that's how
then
we did it.
yeah, that's how I grew up. And but my mom coming from the States, she wasn't comfortable with it either. Like I don't feel comfortable with this whole thing. And she was told she was gonna get used to it, and I think she did because she was able to do whatever the heck she wanted because there's always people in the house helping out, you know. So it was a very different experience. And my grandma used to tell me that all the time. It's like she's like, don't let your mom be hard on you. She has no idea what it is to raise a kid on their own. And I guess she
That's
was
what
right.
that's what my mom says. I'm like, Mom, why don't you like give me some advice or like help me here? She's like, oh hell no. She's like, we everything's fucking changed. Like when we did it, there was no database, there was no search engine. Like, you just did it. So
There's
anything that
Dr.
I'm going to tell
Spock
you.
book, and now that's like evil. If you ask the new parents.
Oh,
They
God.
didn't have Google to check what
They,
was wrong with us real quick and shit.
It was
yeah.
Dr. Spock, dude. That was the Bible back then. And
Dr.
then if
Spock? Is this like a series?
yeah, it
Is this a
was a
person?
thing. Everybody will pass on this Dr. Spock book, and it was like how to raise kids. But it has very controversial shit for today's way of raising kids. So it kind of changed. So now we go into all these
It's
different
like the Ten
approaches.
Commandments. Give them thy iPad and open thy wallet.
What's up, Antheos AI? What do you have to say about all of this? GM?
Oh man, good morning. Good
Good
morning. I
morning.
was right in the middle of writing a tweet. I had to delete it and pop back in here real quick. No, good
Yes.
morning, everybody.
Thanks, Leto. Thanks,
I
Leto,
think
for that.
what do I have to say about it? I think I've had some good experiences, some bad experiences. Generally, my thoughts are it's very, very expensive to have a nanny. Very expensive.
Right. Jeez. Are you guys all OGs or something? Because having a nanny, like, that's expensive. He's right.
Yeah, here in the States, I'm
Yeah,
sure it is.
but
In
it
Venezuela, for
depends how much
example,
you
is
make.
normal.
Yeah, and it
Like
depends how much you make an hour, though, right? If you're making more than your nanny,
yeah, I
then
mean,
how
well,
expensive is it?
it's pretty
Yeah,
much
but
like for us, it's pretty like my wife has a really nice job. She's a surgery tech, so she assists in surgeries in the hospital. And like, so it's a nice job. And she went to a tech school and everything. And she's actually like going through the process of getting her nursing. But at this point right now, it's almost it's like she makes barely enough to cover the cost of them. So it's like a wash, right? But we're doing it anyways. We do it anyways because she wants to go on and get her nursing. But at this point right now, it's almost like we pay the nanny so much, it's almost like a wash.
yeah, I totally get that. When I had a nanny, I was a director of women's services at a hospital, and I worked like 60 hours a week. So it's like an absolute necessity. And I was making good money, but it's like I'd rather him be at home with a nanny than be at a daycare where he was sending like he would come home and he would take his iPad with him. He would come home and have all these things because I would check his iPad after he come back with his history, and he had like all this scary stuff on there. I'm like, where did you see this? Why did you go here? He's like, oh, little blah 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 told me that it was fun and I went there. Now I'm scared. He wouldn't sleep. I'm like, this is ridiculous. So I think at some point you have to like the sacrifice, yes, because it is it's a lot
Girl,
of
but
money.
sometimes you get some crazy nannies too. I had one that used to tell
That's
me
yeah,
crazy devil stories. It was crazy.
yeah. That's what I'm
We
saying.
call
You
those
gotta
parents.
do your due diligence with your
They were
nanny,
just
yo.
parents back then, Jenny. And they just.
Okay, so I just got a quote from Lady Lido from 20 years ago when she nanny. Um, she made about 40K a year plus benefits plus time off. So factor that into inflation, and all that jazz. If you live in the US.
Inflation from 20 years ago. So what, like that's like maybe 70,000 today, probably more.
Yeah, Lido, do you have enough catalyst funds for that?
Well, I
I
mean,
don't know.
so here's the thing, right? Two people in the last round of funding got funded for, one was like DC Spark, the company, and the other was Ada Pulse. I forgot what their proposal title was. But basically it was like, give us money so we can keep doing Cardano shit, right? So I just need to be like, I want to keep doing catalyst shit. Give me $200,000 and I'll keep doing catalyst shit and I'll give that to the nanny.
Is there a limit to how many proposals one person can submit?
Go look at lighternation.com and look up DC Spark or WADA or Swarm, and then
I
tell
thought you
me.
were going to say Quasar, so you can see what the ceiling is.
Oh, I just got like
Quasar, top of the
my
list.
Celsius thing on the mail listing everything. So,
Oh,
So
Oh, I got
ooh,
on
that
that
too.
paper,
I get constant
they
email.
actually sent it to you on paper too, I guess.
every row that you have there, it's like a scale for how degenerate you are. So if you look at mine, there's two, Bitcoin and Litecoin. And
Oh
Litecoin is
shit! No
basically zero.
way.
And then really it's only Bitcoin. But I'm curious, Jenny, how many rows do you have?
But I don't have that much, actually. I don't. I have several rows, but I don't have 2 Bitcoin in it. The most Bitcoin I have is 0.07 Bitcoin. So it's mostly earned stuff from things that I earned that I sent rewards there. So I had some this is from like a long time ago when they were giving out ridiculous amounts of rewards. So I invest very little, but I gain over time a lot. So when it was time for me to take those rewards for things, then I sent them to Celsius. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different coins that I had in Celsius.
I have a sad story about that. In one moment, but was in the let me remember. I thought was in the 17. I have 9 Bitcoin, 9.8 Bitcoin, but I sold it in that moment at the price in that moment in 17 to buy a video game item.
No, you spent 10 Bitcoin on a video game item?
So do you have words of advice
Yeah,
for the bear market?
it was for a map of Tibia in that moment. But in the context, I gonna check my numbers again because in the moment that happened, it was only like $24.
Okay, I've got updates on the catalyst numbers. On
What are
the
you talking
leaderboard.
about? That was like such a switch. Like, put your lights or something. Let us know you're like crossing over to like the governance island.
That's a strike. You
No, 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 no.
preemptively
This is
catalysted
just
us.
we're talking about numbers and prices
Oh
of
my god.
Bitcoin. This is just leaderboard stuff. Okay. So the
That segue
person
is a stretch. It's a stretch.
the person with the most with their name on the most proposals, so as co-authors and stuff, is someone named Victor Cochino coming at 96 proposal. 47 of those have been approved. And 724K awarded to that cohort, all those proposals.
What is he doing? Like, what is his spiel? Like,
Victor
is he doing?
Cochino, he's been all over the
Yeah.
place. Idatar, Fiverr clone on Cardano, win-win platform, proposal 2,
But what are those things? Do we use any
Yeah,
of
what
that
are they?
stuff?
Yeah.
Blaze.io. You guys
Like
don't
he's
use
just
all these
making
things?
stuff up and
I
saying,
don't
"Oh,
know.
this
You
is."
know this stuff. Fill us in,
How can he be doing
Lido.
like 47 projects? Like that's
Uh,
ridiculous.
yeah,
Where
just
did
Is it over time?
as
which
co-author. Well, a bunch of them were actually, when we had those Idatar, that main like bunch of proposals. I feel like 20 of those they didn't all get funded, but a bunch of those were that. Um, and he works a lot in the Latin Cardano community also. So all of those proposals, and he works with. I think he's one of the other employee or co-founder over at Lux. Lux.
Ada girl's gonna be like, oh, freely, habla español. Hold my purse. Hold my
Oh,
poodle.
oh, my poodle.
Wait, so,
Okay, let's talk.
so let me just get this right. He submitted 96 proposals.
He was
47 of them got
he
approved.
was on the teams of 96 proposals. Not that he submitted it. He's co-author.
Okay.
Yeah.
47 of them got approved, so he's basically batting 50%. And then of those 47, maybe like 20 or so are something we've heard of.
Maybe. You tell me. Yeah, this
That's
is
crazy. How can I mean that's just insane to me. Like I can't I have 2 projects and I'm like don't have enough time in the day. This dude
I
is like in 50 projects.
Okay, part of the Lido minute, you should have like a whole poster board, like a whole poster where you put the picture and put all these details, and then you just put her like a bulletin
I
board.
do
Oh
want to
my!
have
Are you
a
trying to drag
catalyst
us back like
leaderboard.
30 years?
I'm being transparent. Like, have you
I,
seen this person?
have you
We don't need
seen
more
this
poster
We need to
boards.
talk and ask.
person?
You
No,
remember
this
the
is
prezzies? Can we get a prezzy of it?
Can
because
we get a
sometimes people just
present?
need to know. Maybe this person is really good at co-authoring stuff. I
I
don't
mean,
know. It's
50% is a legit hit rate. Like that's pretty wild.
Yeah. Well, yes. So DC Spark, the company, I think, let me just double check. I feel like they have the win for most proposals from a group. Um,
we get a whole
67
tabloids from like
proposals.
the Catalyst community.
So one of that hit rate, 2.8 million awarded. So DC Spark has the most proposals. In Fun 9, they had 15. In Fun, they had 20. In Fun 7, they had 15. Um,
But didn't they start the whole thing about paying back? How is that even working?
that's
Do
just
you
one
know about it?
proposal. It's just earlier, right? They took that proposal that was like, DC Spark, the company, 400K, and we'll pay you back.
I know, but they're saying that they want to do that with their proposals or just one proposal. I thought it was in
They
general
told
that
them
they
the
wanted to
one
start a program to pay
proposal
back
that they
all this
offered to
stuff.
pay back. It was just this one proposal. The 400K,
Oh,
not
okay,
for
okay, okay.
2.8 million. At least,
And
yeah.
have they claimed all of it? Because I remember they had not claimed a lot of that.
Right. Well, of the 2.8 million that's been awarded, they've received 1.2. Um,
It's about half.
yeah, a little under
I'm thinking
half.
if I write maybe like 50 proposals, maybe I'll get a few of them, 10 of them approved, and
Yeah, if you want to put Hero Pool and Epoch Pool as your co-authors, no problem.
Yeah.
Lido, you know what you should do? You should
What?
make a website where people can search things about catalysts and proposals. I think that would be a great idea.
Oh yeah.
Something online, something
No, no,
accessible
no.
would be
He
great.
needs a widget. He needs an Android and iOS widget that just links him to the website. That way he gets more traffic. I'm serious. Like I I have so many tabs.
I'm sorry, Pyro, I couldn't allow that blaspheming. All right, Lido, reset the space.
Oh, oh man. Isn't this space ending? CUTCT. Um, yeah, I gotta go hack some shit together. I need to release this by Sunday. So we're gonna
Any
wrap it
cool
up
plans for
here.
the weekend? No,
I'll be
nothing
coding.
going
I'll
on.
be coding a lot this weekend. What are you guys doing?
World Cup, FIFA.
Oh, right, that's happening in that one sketchy country.
Isn't that
It's
Fahad's
such a
country?
light
I
up
think.
thing to say.
I think that's
Yes.
Fahad. Fahad's from Qatar, right?
Yes, I refuse to say the name, but yeah, I'll
Wait,
tell
Yeah,
them
that's
that
how
has
one.
there
Faha
been
lives.
additional shit happening? I heard people were pissed they couldn't drink, but other than that,
Right? They said they could drink, and then they're like, actually, no drinking. You're not allowed to take off your shirts because you might contaminate the locals, and get them away
shut
to the
up.
dark side.
Yeah, and
Um,
you can take photos of certain places or monuments. They
yep,
have so
yep.
many restrictions.
Um,
Yeah, they were making a lot of jokes. The Mexicans, like uploaded to social media that they were wearing the clothes of the locals and pretending to people like, hey, 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 no photos here, no photos here, but just with signs. And they're the people were scared, and they're like, just Mexicans. And they were like, what the fuck? And then like they are laughing. But yeah, they make a lot of jokes about it.
yeah, it's crazy. Oh, and if you're in China, there are people at the World Cup. You just can't see them, um, because the government doesn't want you to see people without masks having fun. That is FUD. Um,
Oh yeah, I saw in the news that at first, they you could see on sometimes the crowd, and there were huge protests because they're still confined from the COVID, and they're like, why does the world doesn't have what to wear face mask? And so there were like huge protests, and from there, uh, whenever in the official uh, games, the crowd is look upon on the television, they just look at the director of the team. So the whole game is just either the players or the DT.
Which honestly, you get more game time, right? Maybe I like it that way. You get to see the ball in action more. Where is Emmanuel? Are there any African teams still made it to the 16? The US made it just barely, so
Man,
that's good.
Mexico didn't, so yeah.
Oh my gosh. Mexico didn't, but the US did? How is this even possible?
I mean, the Mexican team was like a lot of old people. Yeah, there are like a lot of players that playing for the fifth time in the World Cup. So
Sheesh. You got to get them out of there. Yeah, the US didn't qualify 4 years ago, and so they fired their coach, got a new guy in, and
I mean,
supposedly,
Germany's out. That's insane.
right? Yeah, it's been
in that group there was Spain and Germany. In the last minutes, it could happen that Germany and Spain both eliminated, but at the end it was just
yikes. Okay, well, there you go. Enjoy the World Cup.
Or
I
not.
think, or not, or write some code, um, or not. Play some Oculus, or
Yes,
not,
or not. But definitely, and then play some hyenas too, or not.
or not.
Yeah.
Maybe write a catalyst
Do it or
proposal.
not. I'm gonna play Oculus this weekend. I need to like de-stress, and it de-stresses me.
Well, you gotta let me know, girl. That we should just do it. Actually, we should do our next meeting in the metaverse. Let's just do
Yes.
that. If you're like
Yes,
free later,
Hey,
call me up and we can
let's
just
do
meet
it.
there.
Yes,
bring
Yeah.
the
I am
Zuckerberg
free.
dream to life.
We
I'm
have
free
two
until like
Oculus too.
2.
Okay, just call me up and then we'll do a metaverse hangout.
I'll put my Oculus friend code up on my profile so that y'all can add me as friends. Cause
Ooh, I'm
it's so
We're
jealous.
really
fun.
doing this. Wow,
We're
that's
Remember to
really
awesome.
doing
charge
it.
your headset, guys. When you get up
Going
this
down,
Twitter
y'all.
space, find your headset and charge it.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
just
that's
do
a
it
good
now.
idea. I'm gonna do it right now. Then, then
Yeah,
it's
we should
online. Y'all
create
can
a
see me.
Cardano over
Whoa,
coffee room, like
you guys don't
and have
constantly
an.
charge. All right, I'm out. You're amateurs.
Yeah, no, we're
It's
old.
dog.
I'm going back to being young, and I'm gonna charge my Oculus.
It's collecting dust somewhere. I'm gonna go get it because y'all. I feel so sad though because I was having so much fun, and then seeing if TCon along came along and didn't have any time for it. It's literally collecting dust, but I had so much
That's what
fun.
it
I'm gonna,
is, and then you
yeah,
forget that you have it. That's what
yes.
makes me feel old. Is because if I was young, I wouldn't forget that I have that. Like, how could I forget?
I'm
It's.
charging this mug right now. I'm walking to it right now, and I'm gonna charge it. It's right here. I'm charging it.
All right, so this was fun.
I
Love you guys.
catch you
Have a good
later.
weekend.
Peace.
Have a good weekend, y'all.
Bye.
See you.
Stay safe.
Epoch,
I,
maybe pitch the au pair thing to your wife again this weekend. Or not.
I've
Call
I've
me
given up.
Lucy.
You're on your own, Lido.
I will.